Hey, it's Bob Carroll here again. I want to talk about flams. So, like paradiddles in my last video, flams are also a rudiment. Flams are basically a decoration and kind of like a special accent note that you put in on certain beats or in certain rhythms or whatever, and I'll get into that. Right now I just want to talk about the basics of a flam. So there are two kinds of flams, right flams, left flams. So basically you have two hits, but you think of it as one note. So it goes, and hopefully you can hear that little note. The note that's loud, like this would be a right flam. This would be a left flam. Whatever hand is up, this is my left hand, this is my right hand. I'll switch to match script so it's a little easier to see. Old habits die hard. Right flam, left flam. Whatever hand goes up high, that's the hand that it is. So, basically, like I said, you hit it two times, there's one note. You don't hit it at the same time, so it's not like that actually kills the vibration in the drum and makes it sound really bad. So, how do we do it? Well, it's just like I showed you, really. You have one hand that goes up, one hand that stays about an inch, half an inch above the drum head. And then you just play it as if it's the same sound, same speed. Play it like you're playing at the same time, but because of the difference in height, you automatically get a flam. And just like paradiddles, flams kind of sound like they sound on the drum set. It's like flam, flam. So anyway, one hand starts high, one hand starts slow. Come down at the same speed. You basically drop the lower hand. Make sure you don't pick it up when you're going to play. I do maybe a little bit, but some people go like, oh, and then it's at the same time. So you start off like this, and then you ruin it by going up like that. So, that's how you play flams. Now, how do you play flams better? Because these are just regular alternating flams. Okay? Basically, it's like we were talking about with the paradiddles. Like any rudiment, you want to anticipate the next note. So, just like we have upstrokes in paradiddles, and if you haven't watched my paradiddle video, go and watch my paradiddle video and you'll learn about the upstroke on the opposite hand of the paradiddle. But we have an upstroke in the opposite hand of the flam. We have a right flam, I'm sorry. Left hand is an upstroke. And so it's automatically ready for the next stroke. Now my right hand is actually a downstroke or accent in which you don't rebound it up. You keep it down. So you have to kind of tense your wrist and your hand a little bit to get it to do that. So we want to do this with upstrokes. So we're already ready to play the next one. Obviously, well, it got a little messy toward the end, but when you start to play faster, you got to come down in your stick height, just like anything. But start off this extreme, so you get that sound and you get that feeling. Once you get better, you can go a little smaller, you know, and then try them really softly. I don't know if you can pick that sound up because it's really soft, but that's really soft flams. Now we have a couple of exercises, a couple more rudiments with flams in them. Flams, it's a big family of rudiments, whereas paradiddles, you know, you only have like maybe 4 or 5 different kinds of paradiddles that are legit, like standard 40 rudiments. Flams are, it's a big category. So some of the basics, regular flams, like I just showed you. We have flam taps, which basically you play a right flam, and then a right hit, a left flam, and a left hit. So, it goes like this. Think of them as eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And you want to keep them even. all the way. So keep them even, sounding height-wise and speed-wise. And we also have the flam accent, which basically you take triplets and you put a flam on the first note. So it's right, one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet, one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet, etc., etc. Now, the flam accent is kind of an example of what I was talking about before. It's a decoration or accent to be added to a skeleton or basic rhythm. So like we take triplets and we put a flam on the first note of the triplet. You know? I'll make another video about this, but we have these things called accents, which I kind of mentioned before, with downstrokes, and taps, which aren't the same taps as flam taps. And basically, it's like, say I'm playing 16th notes, I can put different accents in, like. So I'm playing a rhythm over a subdivision. So it's not like a constant wall of sound. I'm picking certain notes to bring up, and everything else I'm bringing down. So now, in addition to doing that, and I'll make a video on this to explain it a little more, put flams on the accents that you use. So any kind of accent, any kind of note you want to bring out, be it all the ones, the ands, you know, a variation of both, e's or uhs, you put a flam on it, and it makes it sound cooler, more decorated. So instead of like saying we can do, and now it has that just a little extra decoration. So good luck with working on your flams, and I'll post another video soon. I hope you join me in the Ashbury Music Hall website. Take a free lesson with me. If you want to get better at flams, it's a perfect way to do it. I'll show you more exercises and more ways to improve your flams. Hope to see you there, and have a great day.